in the Gold Prayer Book. Turn to page 27. And we'll start with the 7th prayer. I'm not sure where it is in the white binder. '27 in the Gold Prayer Book. Gosum gupe gone chatselo nge sham yi tu chetim malubu to mene sadi tuntam cheshak ke pagewanam la jeiram korwa matom bardule june drola cherki korlo korwadam da jengena janchu chempongo. We'll turn to page 97. And we'll chant the short mandala offering at the bottom of the page. 97. Saji perki jushin metok tamri rabdinji ni degen padi sangye jingdu mikte hua idro kunam dag jing la parsho jetsun lama dampa kenam kicher kukala kense jujin trig jita tsampe du jedzima la ja gecherki jar pawab tu ser idam guru ratamandalakam niryatayami. Judansa kichonam la janju bardu dani kyapsuchi dagi chunyengi pesenam gi dola penchu sangye tu pasho. Judansa kichonam la janju bardu dani kyapsuchi dagi chunyengi pesenam gi dola penchu sangye tu pasho. Judansa kichonam la janchu bardu dani kyapsuchi dagi chunyengi pesunam gi dola penchu sangye tu pasho.
It's 3 times? Okay. Sorry, just waking up. 관계 도전에 손에 다와 담제 범배제 담배 주는 데서 뭐 넘는 welcome back. Welcome back to the class. Almost achieved now. Shamatha material long time. So last Wednesday we finished out of practice of 6 professions. 4 of them I explained quite into detail. So then last 2 one, like concentration and wisdom. So I briefly mentioned, give the explanations. But the detailed one, as I mentioned last Wednesday, so I would like to teach 2 separate class. One is samadhi meditations or kamabadi meditations, so combined with the profession number 5. So then separate class on how to do meditation on emptiness, okay, meditation on emptiness. So then that's based on the last professions, okay. So these 2 professions usually comes in the very end of Lamrim teachings, last 2 professions. So then combined with the special insight. So today going to explain the 4 practice. Is called Rang refers to you, yourself. Rang Ju means your own mind stream. Rang Ju means make it more, how you say, here the raw refers to that, as it's like kind of like cool. Min refers to more like warm, warm-hearted. So usually raw, if something's raw, you can't eat it. So the raw mind stream, that's not how you achieve, like liberation or enlightenment. So in order to achieve liberation and full enlightenment, your mind has to be ripened. So the practice of 6 professions help us to how to ripen our mind stream, okay, putting like first, of course, in order to practice, you need to learn. Without knowing them, then there's no way to practice. So that's what we did last few months, I think maybe 2 months. I've been explaining the practice of 6 professions. So this is actually designed for to how you say ripen? How you say? Not mature, just not ripen. How to ripen? Do you say that how to ripen your mind stream? Yeah. So if that's the proper English, that's I would like to use that English. Is that proper English? Or like as engaging your mind into the practice of 6 professions will ripen your mind stream. So now this 4 one is ripening other people's mind stream, okay? So this 4 practice is called Shinju member Shen, Rang, you, Shen, other. Ju is the mind stream. Shinju member should be Duwe Ngubushi, Lopsus. How to practice this You see in the liberation program how they translate it. Four way of gathering. Oh, I thought like four way of gathering money. That's okay. Four way of gathering disciples. Above this, in the translation, has been said too much. It's been said that there's too much, a little bit too much has been said. So, four. Can you please repeat it again? They shouldn't be there. Did it? They didn't say four. Four way up. Four way up. So just that, take that part out. Then say how you say four way up. Four way up. Yeah, that's the correct one. Four way up, ripening the mind. Oh, that's the correct one. So just take that out, like gathering the disciple. This shouldn't be there, but it's not right or wrong, but it should not be there. It's not about sorry, it's not about right or wrong. It shouldn't be there. Okay. Jinsung tenten lenjuk tang dani jesun juk namchi dani jesun juk namchi nyambar mata tenje tangs tendi nyudun debayi shesung bataras. Where this four lama is now explaining in this book is composed by Tibetan master called Phobonga Rinpoche. Actually, that's when he's teaching Lamrim teachings, the Tijang Rinpoche, one of the senior tutor of His Holiness Dalai Lama, took a footnote when Phobonga Rinpoche was teaching Lamrim in the big gathering, and he took note, so that become books. So actually, it's like composed by Tijang Rinpoche indirectly, but there's the foot taking the note from Phobonga Rinpoche while he's receiving Lamrim teaching from his master Tijang Rinpoche. As Tijang Rinpoche who took the note receiving this teaching while he's receiving this teaching from Phobonga Rinpoche. Okay, so this is actually the note, put it together, make it the book, and who did that? Probably Phobonga Rinpoche did that. The Tijang Rinpoche did that. So then Phobonga Rinpoche taught the Lamrim teaching. So this is called, title of this Lamrim called Liberation in the Palm of Your Hand. Liberation in the palm of your hand. Freedom. Freedom from any problems. The big problem, bigger problem is of course samsara. That's the bigger problems. Also, then if you narrow down, then like life after this, that's the life after this unknown future. That's like because it's a problem. The samsara is a bigger problems. So then this is called liberation in the palm of your hand. If you learn this, if you study Lamrim, so this will help, not just like to need to wait all the way, or need to wait for liberation from samsara. It's not like the day-to-day life problems. This teaching will greatly benefit any types of problems. The teaching will greatly benefit it. The teaching will liberate you from different kind of problems. So now where this has been explained, these four ways of ripening others' mind is taught by Maitreya Buddha. Okay, so there's reference. So as I mentioned, Buddhism, particularly in Tibetan Buddhism, the lineage is very critical, because if there's such a thing called blessing exists, so then blessing will run through the lineage. So lineage is very important. So this text is taught, these four practices taught by Maitreya Buddha into like Maitreya Buddha composed 5 different texts. And Asanga, Arya Asanga is the one who brought it to our world from Tushita realms. Asanga went to Tushita realms for 1 morning. There's 50 years of human life. There is only one morning. 1 day is 100 years. So Asanga went there, so brought those 5 teachings into our world as a gift. Also, for the sake of knowledge. For the sake of knowledge, okay? So next time, then when you explain like that. So then, when people go to read a book, so they'll find exactly the same thing. So that's good thing. So then there's there's text. There's among those 5 texts, 2 of them called ornament. One is called Ornament of Clear Realizations, which has 8 chapters. 8 chapters. So there we studied that back in the monastery, all the chapters. And there's a commentary written by Lama Jetsumba, the Lama who we studied his commentaries. We studied Ornament of Clear Realization based on his commentaries. So then each Drepung, Ganden, so they have different authors writing different commentaries. Actually, all these 3 big monasteries studying Ornament of Clear Realization based on different commentaries written by different lamas. Okay, so our text that called Lama Jitsumba, that's the one who wrote all the commentaries. We studied that. So that's the first one, Ornament of Clear Realization. The second one is called Ornament of Mind or Discourse. Ornament of Mind or Discourse. So that's the one in that text. That text is all sentence. It's not, no, sorry. That text is all stanza. It's not a loose sentence. It's all still same Ornament of Clear Realizations. Stanza. Each stanza has 7 syllables. Each and every stanza has 7 syllables. That's how the Maitreya Buddha wrote. 7 syllables. It's not easy to write stanza has 7 syllables, I think. Or maybe some 7. I don't remember exactly how many syllables, but each stanza has same syllables, same number of syllables. So this also Ornament of Mind or Discourse. This is all stanza. It's not a loose sentence, harder to understand because so many. It's like dense. It's like how you say that you have like something like long time ago I asked you. You say you also have something like that. I don't remember now what it's called. Do you remember? Rice pudding? That sounds good. Rice pudding. I think Maitreya Buddha taught rice pudding. There'll be like 6 textbook. Dom means that like say one stanza you can explain 5 different peoples. Not calling Venerable Hamula, that's not going to be, there's too much word there. But you can make one stanza, then you study that, then you will remember 5 different peoples based on that one stanza. What is called? We call Dom. Economic? Yeah, something like that. That's what you say, something like that. Anyway, so no need to worry. So this is no Ornament of Mind or Discourse. This text is all stanza. Loose sentence, there's more words, easy to understand. But stanza, this is harder to understand, but somebody has to, how you say, clarify what each syllable means. So then there's commentary, of course, become much larger because then you explain, yeah, this is all stanza. Jinsung tendo lenjuk dan danyi jesu juk namji nyemba mata tenjo da tendo yudendeba shesung batarso chanju semba namji. So this is for the reference or for the sake of knowledge, and this is coming from Maitreya Buddha. Maitreya Buddha is now this Shakyamuni Buddha, that's the Buddha number 4. There will be 1,000 of them eventually. Then when 1,000 of them came to our world, then everybody will be liberated. Nobody's left out. But the Maitreya Buddha is number 5. So now next Buddha will be Maitreya Buddha and will come to our world as a human in the form of bhikshus. So then, so teach Dharma, okay? Oh, so now what he says, like here, Lama says, Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva was, what is Bodhisattva? Bodhisattva, what is their practice? Their practice to benefit other sentient beings. So they put a lot of effort to do that, to benefit, to liberate, basically, ultimately liberate them from, from the samsara and from all the delusions. So that's what they do. They day in, day out, they do is that they dedicate their whole life to betterment of living beings, betterment of living beings. That's what they do. That's what they do it happily. They do it very joyfully. They do it that. So so then the 4 ways of the 4 practices that helps to make other people's mind stream as a proper vessel to pour Dharma teachings, to pour Mahayana teachings, and to teach them why it's so important to serve others, why it's so important to work for the betterment of other beings. So that's what Buddhists teach, that's what they practice, that's what they preach, that's what they practice. So then in order to pour that practice into some kind of mind stream, so far that mind stream needs to be ripened. This the most Suzuchi namni sanzigi triple Hawa in base. Lamrim TV to Thomas Sanzi, there were twin Yigua Chene Cordis. So it's easier, that's very true. Practically, it's very true. Yeah, so now when you travel different part of the world, you know it's very easy. If you offer some kind of material things, people comes to you, right? When you offer them, nobody run away. People usually come when they are happy, So this is Bodhisattva practice is not as a, what is a Bodhisattva practice? To watch your ego, to understand how much suffering that your ego causes. That's Bodhisattva practice. It's not like, like everybody has to become Buddhist. That's not Bodhisattva practice. Bodhisattva practice is everybody, well-being of everybody. That's Bodhisattva practice. Not because everybody to kind of convert into Buddhism. That's not Bodhisattva practice. Bodhisattva practice is everybody has a betterment of every breathing living being. That's Bodhisattva practice. Okay, so that's why I think it's important to understand. It's important to understand. Then what is the main obstacles? Main obstacle is not believing in something. That's not main obstacles. Main obstacle is ego. That's the main obstacles. Not like, not believing in Buddhism. Is that problem? No, that's not the obstacles. What is the obstacles? Obstacle is not watching the ego very carefully and not understanding that the ego is the one who's causing all the problems. This is from beginningless time. The beginningless times. That ego is almost like some other text is described as like iron cage. Iron cage that we just trapped there. So the ego, attitude, my way, highway, that kind of attitude. all about me. There's nothing for others. So that kind of attitude, that's considered as a chronic disease. Some texts is considered as chronic disease that's never been healed. That's why we become unhealthy. Oh, so that disease needs to be healed. Sooner or later needs to be healed. The way to heal, in organic way to heal that disease is to cherish others. Source of happiness. Believe or not, source of happiness. Cherishing others, source of happiness. Source of peace of mind, source of happiness. Jiden dunga chinjiba, some other texts, Jiden dunga chinjiba, tegu rande dele jus. All the problems occur because always thinking about yourself. Always thinking just about yourself, that's all. You are not thinking about others at all. You are just thinking about yourself. We've been doing this since from beginning this time till now. What's the result? Are you 100% satisfied? No. We've been doing that. It's not just, oh, I haven't done that. No. We've done that, been there. How do you say, been there? Been there, done that. Been there, done that. It's not like never been there, never done that. It's not like that. Been there, done that. No. According to Buddha's teachings, it's not just this life, begin this time. Been there, done that. Look at the result now. Organic way to heal is like cherish other. Oh, so that's the organic way to so therefore now here mainly like some kind of charity work, giving, offering material help. And of course, when you offer material help, so they become to like you because you are providing them help. So then slowly, then you can talk to them and introduce them why all these problems are happening. Then teach them the importance of service for others. The importance of service for others is how important service for others is for your own happiness. So introduce that, serving others is the source of your happiness through educations. How we can educate people, like cherishing others is the source of all the happiness, cherishing others. They're cherishing just yourself. There's a source of all the problems. How we can introduce them. So in order to introduce them, first you need to get closer to the people. So the relatively easiest way to get closer to people is to provide material needs. So that's the first among 4 ways. That's the first way. Okay, that's the number one. Lamrim rimbala TV to Thomas Sansi there was Sunji ego in the so make your friend or whatever so close so first need to provide some help if you have means to do. So now the Tibetan monastery so like we are getting better in that field. We are getting better, not just sit, meditate. So pretty much Tibetan Buddhism, it's like usually we like the Christianity. They go out, build school, hospitals, and at the same time they also preach. They preach, same time. But that part we are learning. We are learning now. Monasteries is helping monks, helping the lay community, helping the schools, helping the disability people, So now we are doing that. We are doing that much has a bigger scale, So because of His Holiness Dalai Lama, always, Tibetan people listen to His Holiness, whatever he says, and because of His Holiness advice. So now monasteries, providing materials, materials as a benefit to a lot of, not just monks and nuns, also local people. So before 1959, back in Tibet, monasteries do have a lot of gold and a lot of silvers, make offering by other peoples, and some of the rooms, they even say, don't go there. If the silver has a collapse, it will kill you. That much silver we have. Monks have nothing to eat. They only, some of my teachers, my teacher, Geshe Gelek, his teacher, and his teachers, they just eat like one spoonful of tsamba all day. That's what they had. And they studied, they become Geshe Kadampa. So the monastery stack of gold and silver there. 1959, Chinese took over all the gold, silver, finished. And maybe one way you could say, monks have no karma to, monks have no karma. That's hard to say because my teacher, Geshe Gelek, and his teacher, is well-known practitioner in the monastery. It's very uncomfortable to say that he don't have karma to receive any benefit from monastery. So anyway, so all the silver is gold's gone, completely gone. And there's just one monastery. There's many monasteries, So now, so all the Tibetan monasteries now, they are doing they're doing quite a bit. They're doing quite a bit. I'm very happy about that. Otherwise, sometimes traditions they pass by generation to generation. It's hard to change. Just stuck there. You can't really change. You are elected every 3 years. We elect a new group of monks to run the monastery. So you was elected. Say before me, there's another group run the monastery. So say monastery has like $1,000 budget. So that group works so hard, maybe they make $2,000. So now they hand it to $2,000 to the next group. So they feel obligated, okay, they have to make more money. So this money is just sitting there doing nothing. So then this now slowly, because His Holiness Dalai Lama, that mindset took long time to change. Now it's changing now. It's changing now. Monks get a lot of benefit. That's very good news. And of course, that a lot of Western people play important roles, probably telling His Holiness and coming to monasteries. So then looking at, yeah, sometimes practically you can say some people Westerners come to the monastery, they look at the monastery, and they hang this is just tiny one. Here we hang. Monastery, there's like size of 2 peoples. Huge, we hang. And all the pillars is covered by brocade, silk brocade. And they say, and when they see monks, some of them are having a lot of problems. And they criticize, because they have base to criticize. So, like, why you spend so much money there? Just give it to them. They have health problems. So, but not just, I think they are, that's good suggestion, that's good suggestion. Now, because of the slowly, that mindset is changing. Changing. So now there's more service has been provided by the monastery to the local people, to the monks, to the poor, to the disability people, now doing more and more. So that's good, so wonderful news. Even the Buddha said, if somebody is sick, if you need to sell all of this, go ahead and sell. That's more important to help that person. In the Vinayaka Sutra, Buddha said it very clearly. But when it's come down to tradition, oh no, 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 you cannot sell that. That's like very inauspicious sign. How you could sell? No, this like superstitious, deeply rooted, generation to generations. So now it's slowly changing. Oh yeah. So first, provide material benefits. Material benefits. Oh, you see very clearly, kids. If you give them something, they come close to you. So then slowly you can teach them. You know, like it's not as anyway. Giving is good things. You know, giving whatever you give, you know, this is good things. You know, good things. Oh. It's like giving other means it's giving to yourself. There's no differences. There's no difference. When you give to other, indirectly it's giving to yourself. One form of life here or there, you know, you are giving to yourself. That's actually what it is. You are giving to yourself. So that's the first one. Okay, that's the first one. Oh. Nimba mawaje, namu tangbo, suzujiyo, namu sanzigi, tiba lawa yinbe, lamji nipa tiba toma, sanzi tewa suzuji nguwa chene. So make them happy, make them mentally happy, providing material benefits. When they are happy, more likely they will listen to you. If they are not happy, they are not going to listen to you. So temporarily you are giving them something. Ultimately your intention is to help them to understand the importance of serving others, you know, how important it is to teach them. That's all. So there's no any expectation. That's your goal. Temporary help. The temporary help is to provide. To temporary help is to build the base for the ultimate benefit for that person, very person that you are giving. Okay. Niba duva tedala jidenji suji tedala suji tam tang. So and the second is like now conversations because now the conversations begin. That's the second way. Okay, second is like contact through conversations. So yeah, so to maintain a relationship or make it more stronger, the conversation is needed, right? Otherwise, you can just stand there a few hours, not saying anything. I don't think how you can build relationship. Just sitting side by side, not talking like all day long. So that's why second one is conversation. You need to talk. Okay. So the beginning, the talk doesn't need to be Dharma talk. Talk needs to be something casual, very casual, but positive, casual, positive, not like, who's looks good, who's not looks good, not that kind of conversation. The casual conversation, but the positive one, okay? Casual conversations. Like casual conversation. Doesn't have to be spiritual conversation, casual conversations. Miba means interest, or what's the difference between interest and mental inclinations? What's the differences? Mental inclination and interest. Same? Yeah. Like, because you cannot teach Dharma if somebody is very, very excited, very, very excited. So that's not the right state to teach Dharma. If someone is very depressed, not the right, not the right state. Your mind has to be balanced, not like up on the ceiling, not like on the bottom, in the middle. So I'll tell you one story. How we should approach. This is also important. People are willing to help. They're also afraid of mistake. They're willing to help, but they're also afraid of mistake. How you approach. This is very important for all the voluntary that we have here at the center. So it's also very important to understand. Macheda, King Macheda, there's one king called Macheda, and he and one of the Buddha's cousin called Devadatta, so they plot against Buddha. So then they say, like Devadatta probably he's going to kill Buddha, and the king Macheda, he's going to kill his father. Then he become king, and he rules the kingdom. So then Devadatta will rule all the spiritual part. So then that's how they plot against Buddha. Anyway, Macheda did not kill his father physically, but because of due to his action, his father was passed away due to his actions. Yeah, so not going to tell whole stories, but anyway, so then Macheda imprisoned his father, put him to prison. Then every day, quite often, that he sends guards there to check on him, how he's doing mentally, physically. And each time God comes back, he said, he's fine. He's doing fine. And then king was wondering, he should not be doing fine. He should be now probably sick or something, And then he asked, who is going there? Who is visiting him? And said, your mother. Your mother is visiting him. That's his husband. Her husband, sorry, not his husband, her husband. Turns out their mother wear what do you call this? Bracelet made out of probably the elephant tusk, made of quite big, not here, big. She put their tsampa inside bracelets. That's how she go inside. Then when she get there, that's what he's eating. That's why he's kind of shining and looking good, because he's been eating something. So then now king said, tell nobody can visit him. Nobody, even the mother, cannot go to visit him. So then after a few months, then he sent God, says, how is he doing? He said, he's doing fine. Turns out in the prison there's one small window. That's where he sees where Buddha sleep, and he's always faced there, probably doing some prayer or practice, whatever. So that keeps him alive. And then God said, what he's doing is he's always staring towards the window. Then he said, close that window. Anyway, so then goes on like that. So then one day, Macheda, his own son, got there some kind of skin disease. At that time, there's no medical facilities available. So the father needs to suck all this in and to swallow. If that's the only way that son can survive. That's the only way. So then his own son is having this skin problem, and he had skin problem when he was young, and his father did the swallow everything. That's why he's alive. Then there's no other treatment. So then he said, I cannot do that. He says, the very reason you are survived because your father did that. He feels regret, very strong regret. He feels terrible. He feels terribly, I say, terrible regret. Yeah, so then he sent the guard to say, okay, now whoever hears first, whoever brings the first news that my father is alive, I will reward you. Then of course all the guards, they rushed towards the prison. Father thought they are going to come to kill me, and that's why he probably have heart attack or not sure, but die because of that. Then King Majeta was very depressed, very, very depressed. So then mother tells him, okay, you go to see Buddha. You go to see Buddha. He was alive. He said, no, no, no. How person like me to go to see Buddha? I'm not worthy of going to see Buddha. So no, no. Buddha is all compassion. Go, go, go. Mother push, push, push. Finally he went. There's probably some people around. Maybe there's a couple of people around. And he approached. He went to see the Buddha. Then Buddha said, oh, welcome, Almighty King. And he looked around. He thought, that's not me because I'm not mighty king. I think Buddha is not going to say something like that, someone who killed his own father. And he just looked around. Then Buddha said again, welcome, Almighty King. Probably said 3 times. And finally he realized there's no other king, just him. And he kind of like just broke down. And he said he felt tremendous relief that says somebody like me who killed my father, and Buddha's like, how you say, welcoming me here with the open arm and saying Almighty King. So then Buddha did not say, that's very important. Buddha did not say, oh, you are the one of the worst person who killed your own father. Time-wise is not, it will not benefit. It will not benefit. Saying something negative, that person is already depressed, then you make that person more depressed, doesn't make sense. So Buddha is very skillful. Buddha said to him like then, as a Padamani suggestions, literally what Buddha, the word what Buddha said, or father and mother should be killed. That Buddha said. Padamani suggestions, you go to the church of the Midi Tawani to Jews. Not just that, then destroying all the entourage, all the congregations. Person whoever did that, that's the best thing. Means that's considered as a pure. When he hear that, he's so much worried that Buddha is going to scold him or maybe saying something. That the one Buddha said that, that helped him to lift it up from the depressions, and he walked away. Oh. Then he's thinking, is that really true? Am I dreaming that what Buddha said to me? Then he walked. Then the Papa stood somewhere there. He's been thinking what Buddha said. And he himself figured it out. Oh, Buddha does not mean literally, Buddha does not literally means kill your parents. Buddha means parent refers to ego, and then he discovered that's what exactly Buddha meant when he said. So then he discovered it by himself, and he refers, oh, that's not literal parent. This parent means my ego, my anger, my desire, all of that. He liberated. He liberated himself. He liberated himself. So, way to approach, even though somebody made a mistake, if somebody like that, who kills his father, how the Buddha approach. So make sure that his mind is already disturbed. Make sure that you don't make it more worse. The way you approach that person, very gently, with full compassion, there will be time that you can have further conversations when his mind is not too depressed. Then there's a perfect state of mind. You can talk about Dharma. Right in that moment is too depressed, the mind is too depressed, too down, can't talk Dharma. So like that's like applied to, I think it was day-to-day life. So there's sorry, so it took a little long time. Yeah, so giving love is not judging. Buddha don't judge. Buddha, his whole idea is to just give the love. No matter what kind of people he approach, he always give them love. He don't judge. When you judge, what Mother Teresa said, when you judge, that means you don't give love. You see, so I mentioned last Sunday, Mother Teresa said, same thing. When you judge, you say, oh, you are a bad person. You are not giving love. So Buddha always, no matter what kind of circumstance, Buddha always give love. You know, approach very gently, skillful. The jigde tamse da ongbu to ongbu da myuba da tumba chuji tam nye de meba da. Second is conversation, you know, conversation, very gentle conversation, very gentle conversation. Oh? Okay. When you feel down, generally speaking, what do? You need to lift your spirit up. Not how you do that. Need to say something nice, think something nice. You do the same thing to other person. If other person is down, you don't make it more down. Even though you are talking about Dharma, doesn't make sense, doesn't benefit. Okay. Omboda miwala chumbo chuchi tam nye de nyambar mawa tansa. Say it very beautifully, nicely. Say it very gently, nicely. So there's a second one. Okay, second one. If somebody wants to talk, if somebody likes to hear about trees, talk about tree. You know, if somebody likes to talk about the waterfall, talk about waterfall. No need to talk about Dharma, talk about waterfall. If somebody likes to hear about sunset, somebody likes to talk about painting, somebody likes to talk about art, somebody likes to talk about garden. Yeah, just say that, just talk those kind of conversations. Sorry, it didn't mention here, but I think that's what it means. You know, doesn't mention here. Then the third one, sumba duja tedala ongba da samba tambi chuji lam temba, ongba samba lam. So then third, you teach Dharma according to their inclinations, their mental inclinations. So when we make the mandala offering, we are requesting teachings. That's what the mandala offerings traditionally for. They you request teachings. You are not asking, oh, teach me everything that you understand, everything you know. We are not asking. We are not asking that. We are asking to teach something that suits my mind. Something that suits my mind. My mind, something that's suitable for my mind. No, you are not asking like, oh, teach me everything that you know. We are not asking that. No. Chidat sambe duje zumala subject chidat sambe duje zumala. Chidat sambe whatever is suitable for my mind, then please teach that. Not like, you know, everything that you know, like, Sumba dujatal ongboda samba, that's what is suitable for the mind, suitable for the mind. Or you could, another way you could say, oh, give me something that I can carry. Or don't give me that like 1,000 pounds that you put into elephant, so don't put it into my back, it may break my back. Make sense? Put into something that I can carry. Don't put something that I cannot carry. Point to the distance somewhere I can jump. Don't point or jump here to there. That's impossible. How you going to jump from here to there? So point some distance that I can jump. You know? So maybe then I could make a little more progress by slowly. Or so you teach that Dharma, that which is suitable for their mind, suitable for their mind. Oh, rimchi love the jube, tenches. Okay, so there's number 3. Shiva Rangi Jang Shiela Chida Shebashi Nyamsu Lembi 20 months. So that's why I said before, this is called teaching mudra. Teaching mudra. You know, when you see some statue like this, it's teaching mudra. This probably symbolized three principal aspects of the path. Renunciation, bodhicitta, wisdom, emptiness. This is probably Dharma will. So this teaching mudra, sometimes people does just that. But traditionally, if you do it correctly, you are supposed to do both of them like this, not just that. Sometimes people probably may become, I shouldn't say, become lazy, or I'm not sure. So I never does this. Maybe, yeah, you could say lazy, because I'm also lazy too. So I don't feel comfortable doing that, but according to Vinayaka Sutra, each time you teach, you are supposed to do this. Not just that, but need to think here, the meaning. If you don't think the meaning, then there's just, it doesn't make it, you can do like this. Same thing, it doesn't mean anything, just because you are not thinking. If you're just not thinking, if you are thinking who's going to give me tea, you're doing this is not my difference. So that when you start to do that, then you have to start to think. So this means teach. Whatever you teach, you practice. You practice. It's not like just go like this. Whatever you teach, walk the talk. This is walk. No, this is the talk. This is walk. Say, how you say walk the talk? Walk means practice. Oh, then this is walk. This is talk. So you talk, then you walk. So like whatever you said, you are supposed to practice. That's the last one. Last one. You could say, oh, be kind to other people, be nice to other people. When it's come down to you, you are not doing anything. No, you yourselves more very aggressive, very critical, very judgmental. They're telling other people, oh, don't judge other people, be kind. Then that's like this, both hands going out. There's no walk, there's just talk, no walk. Huh? So this is teaching, it's called teaching mudra. Okay, this is for the sake of knowledge. Next time people ask. So then sometimes you see like this. This is called meditative hand positions. Sometimes this is teachings. Very purpose of teaching is put into meditations. They symbolize. Very purpose of teaching is put into meditations. So that means same like walk. So there's sometimes hand gesture like this. You see some of them like this. So then here you see the Buddha image here. There's like touching, hand gesture touching the ground. When you see hand like this, it means something different. When you see hand like this is like supreme giving gestures. Supreme giving. When hand is up, when hand is like down like this, there is like touching they usually say like hand mudra of touching ground and earth touching mudras. That's like four mara. Did you heard about four mara? So that's like trying to, how you say, empower, subdue. Okay, subdue the four maras. That's what it means. This earth touching hand mudra meaning is like subduing the four maras. Mara. One is like Mara of God, and it's not God in the sense of creator. Small letter, G-O-D. Mara of God, that's one. Chidagdi. So then, power death. They're gonna delusions. There's one Mara. Mara of aggregate, Mara of aggregate, form of aggregate. So ball, probably contain nectars, amrita. In Sanskrit called amrita. Okay, so this subduing the four maras, then the bowl, begging bowl, contain 4 different types of nectars or amrita. One is to defeat mara of aggregate, one is to defeat mara of death, one is to defeat nectar is mara of defeating like delusions, and one is the God. Because all of a sudden, sometimes all of a sudden that you are just unhappy. All of a sudden, something do something, all of a sudden, for no really specific reason, just become unhappy or angry. So what's happening? Oh, so that mara of God shoots. There's the shoots arrows, arrow of anger, jealousy, attachment. Mara of banana bread. Mara of banana bread shoots banana bread. Mara of God. Mara of death, Mara of aggregate, Mara of delusions, Mara of banana bread. The last one was Mara of God. Yeah. So that like kind of like something like that kind of like sends the harm towards our way, like that's called like arrows. They shoot like arrow of anger, arrow of jealousy, arrow of like pride. Then I don't remember all of them, but there's 4, and just for no reason they just get arrogant or maybe something just angry. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So within the Mara of God, there's different categories located in different realms: desire realm, formless realms. So don't remember all of them. I just remember all. So this like earth-touching hand mudra, meaning behind that is subduing the 4 maras. Begging bowl containing 4 different types of amritas defeat each maras, okay, for the sake of knowledge. Next time somebody asks, you can explain. Oh, what else? Maybe now Kandola will explain the meaning of banana bread. Kandola is my banana refuge object. So Kandola has omniscient mind of banana bread. I don't need to ask. She brings whenever I need it. She reads my banana bread desire. So these are called 4 ways of ripening other people's mind stream. Okay, 4 practice of ripening others' mind stream. Which one is better? Probably that's probably better. Oh yeah, so that now completes kind of 6 perfection and the 4 practices. So now according to Lama Tsongkhapa life stories, Thambo Jachen Tuba Mangdu Sals. Thambo at the beginning, Lama Tsongkhapa learn. He just learned, like whenever he could, he learned from Kagyu master, he learned from Nyingma master, he learned from Sakya master, he learned from then Lama, like all the Kadampa master, he learned. Lama Tsongkhapa life story. Thambo Jachen Tuba Mangdu Sals. Pardo Shunglu Tamche Dambashar. In the middle, everything that he learned, it becomes it appears to him as a quintessential instructions. He realized everything that he learned. At the beginning, he probably has no clue. He's just learning. Then, and in the middle, then every single thing that he learned for him, is become quintessential instructions. Then in the end, day and night, put into practice. Then dedicate the merit for all dedicate the merit for betterment of all living beings and all spread the Dharma every corner of the world. That's how he Lama Tsongkhapa dedicate. So so now, because there's some time left, so brief review. Even like Bodhisattva, one, as I mentioned before, doesn't have to be monk, doesn't have to be nun. It can be anybody, man, woman, anybody. Whoever managed to develop bodhicitta, so then you are considered as a bodhisattva. You receive this new title called bodhisattva. That you are someone who embrace day in, day out, who embrace altruistic attitude. Who embrace, then you become bodhisattvas. So then, bodhisattva has probably hundreds of different thousands, how you say? Hundreds of thousands of different types of practice you may do, hundreds of thousands of practice you may engage into serve the betterment of living beings. When you summarize all these different hundreds of thousands of different types of practice, when you summarize, then you summarize into 6 perfections. For the second, I already said that, probably just 6 perfections. When you summarize 6 perfections, then it summarizes into 3 practice of bodhisattva moralities. You are aware of that? 3 types of bodhisattva moralities. For the sake of knowledge. Okay. So now you know when you receive bodhisattva vow, what is your going to be? What is your after once you receive the bodhisattva vows? What's the main practice? What is practice that you should? What kind of practice you should engage? 6 professions. 6 professions. Okay. So now see Jimbe Longje. Generosity, the practice of generosity produce wealth. You need that. Without wealth, there will be no human happiness. Do you agree? Without wealth, we are not talking about hundreds of kilos of gold. Wealth, no wealth can practice. So that includes basic necessities. That's wealth. Without basic necessities, you can't practice. You can't, it's hard. So that's why practice of generosity, what is the result of practicing generosity? Wealth. You need in order to obtain human happiness. There's things called divine happiness, human happiness. Human happiness is impossible without wealth. There will be no human happiness. Who said that? The Chantakriti said that. In which text? Entering into middle way, Madhyamenga Avatara, composed by Chantakriti, one of the Narendra monastery Chantakritis. Minam Dewa Longje Mimila, Longje Changle Jinli Chujune, Tubet Tambo Jibet Tamdes. Therefore, Buddha taught practice of generosity. So then, like ethics, morality or ethics. Higher state, human, celestial realms, all this life. Without ethics, these are not going to happen. This will not happen. You practice ethics, become human, but no wealth, then that's hard to achieve human happiness. So now it's now you see, like I heard many years ago, it says that somewhere in New York City, one dog got millions of dollars from the owner. When owner died, the dog inherited millions of dollars. What you can do? What do you do? That you are a dog that you have now. Now you have $1 million. What do you do? Yeah, you are entitled for $1 million. Now you are a millionaire. Does that mean anything? Probably nothing. What went wrong? Something went wrong. You been generous some form of life, so that you got all this wealth, but something went wrong. Something's went wrong. Yeah, something now you. Yeah, you could order golden bone, but you cannot eat it. Even though you show other dogs, they will probably notice that you are carrying golden bone. There's nothing to show around, nothing to show up. That your other friend will not know. Other people will get more excited if you throw like piece of chicken, but they get more excited than showing $1 million of gold. Something went wrong. I think something went wrong. So anyway, so there are many things to figure it out. Many things to figure it out. So then, Naga. I never met one, but they say they have so much wealth, but you are animal. What you can do? So much wealth. Something went wrong there too. So primary cause of human celestial realm, being in the celestial realm, in the human realms, ethics. No ethics, this is not going to happen. So you probably, did a lot of charity work, but you didn't live your life ethically. There's a risk. You may get all the wealth in wrong form. Not like as a human, as celestial realms, but some other form. So then there's the primary cause for the higher state is like morality, moralities. As I said, morality, only thing that's well known is like abandoning negative deeds. That's not just morality. Creating merit, helping other. These are also ethics. Helping other, that's ethics. Creating merit, reciting mantra or meditating, this is also ethics. So the last one is well known, watching what you say, what you physically do, what your mental things, guarding the 3 doors. That's well known ethics. It's not just one ethics. So now Jimbe Longje, Timji Des, moralities, high state. Now patience, and it will produce wonderful physical appearances, physical appearances, wonderful physical appearances. That makes sense. Logically makes sense, even though you don't have evidence, but logically makes sense. Somebody is physically very beautiful. When that person gets angry, look at that person looks beautiful? No. If that's the result of anger, then vice versa, practicing patience probably produce like good appearances. If that appearance, if the anger change the appearances from beautiful to like wrathful or maybe scary face, if that's logically, there's no logic, that's the logic. No need evidence, that's logic. Even though somebody who's very beautiful, all of a sudden that person get angry, look at the whole appearance change. Nobody wants to be around. So then the practicing patience produce wonderful physical appearances. That's also importance, because sometimes you see Shakyamuni Buddha with there's two of them. So one is called Shariputra, one is called Mangalpu in Sanskrit. One of them is very handsome, physically very handsome. It give him advantage to teach Dharma, because a lot of people attract to him because he was so handsome, and people come to him and live. And ancient time you go to beg your food. What's called alms. That's all. You don't say arms out. Alms means you go begging. Yeah. So in that time, alms. Shariputra I think Shariputra always got food because he was very handsome. Unfortunately, this is not funny, but sorry to laugh. Sorry to laugh is not. But Angulimala, later part of his life he became monks, but he does not get much food because of his appearances. So anyway, so that's if that's the case in the spiritual field, of course, in the mundane life, so it's a good thing. It's a quality. It's not like it's the quality. It's not like bad things. Okay. Timji dech okay timji de swebe dang des. Practicing patience produce wonderful appearances. Timbi ju. Joyful, doing things, doing positive things, not just doing things, doing positive things with joy, doing positive things with joy. Whether you are saying mantra, helping somebody else, or helping, that's a big category, that includes many things. Helping your kids, children, cooking for them, then doing the house chore, all of that, If you put some joy, result will be calm mind. So now you have wealth, you become human, looks beautiful, you have wealth, you are always calm. These are good things. The human, we need all of them. So it's a bit Sunday chishes. Difference between calm and peace. What is the difference between calm and peace? There should be difference. No differences. Is cat calm or peaceful? Cat. Huh? It looks very calm here.
Until you try to give him a bang.
Yeah, that's wrong idea. Giving it back, that's a wrong idea. Been there, done that. Comes, very soft spoken, like very kind of relaxed and like calms, Yeah, maybe they're slightly different. There should be or must be differences. Anyway, doing positive things with joy produce something called ju. Ju is the mind stream, so then its mind is going to be, then the mind stream is going to be tame mind. Okay, that's better to say. Tame mind is the result of doing positive things with joy. Tame mind. So now, second one, that number fifth is like single pointed meditation. Result will be peaceful mind. So now there's difference, right? Tame mind, peaceful mind. Or the public says better say not calm, better say tame mind stream. The single pointed meditation then produce peaceful mind. Because mind, that also logically makes sense. Because why the mind is not peace? Because you are thinking 100 different things in the same time. That's why mind is not calm. How mind can be calm? That's impossible. If you're thinking 100 different things, mind cannot be calm. Because why? Because active is very active, very hyper, very alert, so then when you do single pointed meditations, then you are placing all your mental energy onto one single object. So that produce peaceful mind, okay? So there's result. Something Loyi trolls. So then the wisdom produce liberations. Oh. No knowledge, no wisdom. No wisdom, no liberation means no freedom from problems. Wisdom, reading, listening, that's the first one. Wisdom. So the second, thinking, what you listen, what you read, thinking about them, that's wisdom, that generates the wisdom, that's live better. So then not just thinking deep, that's better wisdom, that liberates, okay, wisdom, liberation. So now we just imagine that have these all qualities as a human. Isn't this wonderful? Having all these qualities as a human. Oh, therefore 6 perfections is for you. For you, your well-being, your well-being. Then indirectly, of course, to benefit other people too. So then the last 4 practices for dedicated for other well-being. So it makes sense now? Oh, so now there's the 6 perfections you need. As a human, as a celestial being, you need all this result. You need all this result to success in life. Whether it's like spiritual field or mundane field, you need all of that to be success. Success is not the result of desire. So now you see, success is not the result of desire. Everybody has desire. Success is the result of practice of 6 professions. That's the result is success. That's called successful life, success. So then further success. Oh, it's not just desire. Everybody has desire to be successful. And you can push to the degree that it's not success doesn't come from pushing someone according to my teachings. It's the result of practice of 6 perfections. Being generous, that's the good things. Whether you call practice of generosity, that's a fancy term, doesn't matter. Being generous is good. This good, is the good, being generous. Oh, so this is all practice lay on the practical level, okay? Oh yeah. So now that finished, now all the teaching on the sixth perfection and the 4 ways of, practice helping others to ripen their mind stream. So now next Wednesday, this is now March, right? March. There will be 1 more month, then I will travel again. I'll go out of country for 2 months. Maybe, which one? Shamatha or wisdom or refuge or banana bread? Banana bread. So then, banana bread, so then I will stay home, then come. What is that one now? Huh? Yeah, maybe, how's about you, how is the ox? Ox and people, right? So then based on the majority, so then democracy. Democracy, then based on the majority, so then I'll see, so then in April, month of April, so there's 4 class. What day is today? What date is today? There's the last Wednesday, right? After this month. Yeah, 4 Wednesday. So then you vote. So which topic? Shamatha, wisdom, shamatha, emptiness, or maybe refuge. So you vote. So then based on that, then I'll explain. Okay, I'll teach. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, turn to page 100.
Gomara, you just say.
Oh.
Say, no need physically, just say.
Okay.
Just visualize.
Saji perki shushing metok tamri dabdin shi ni degen badi sangye jingdu mikde uwa ridoku namdak shinlacher pasho. Turn to page 100. Is everyone on 100? Oh, okay. Jetsun lame kutserapten chinam katrinle chochurge padang lozan tempe dremesasum gidro wemunsel tatunejuchi idam guru ratamadalakam niryatayami. Okay, so we could do the praises to the 21 Taras today. Okay, we'll turn to page 191, and we'll recite the praises to the 21 Taras. From your sublime Potala, O Tara born from the green letter tongue, the crown adorneth Amitabha, Action mother of the Buddhas of the 3 towns. Tara, please come with your attendants. The gods and Denu gods bow to lotus feet, O Tara. You rescue all who are destitute. To you, Mother Tara, pay homage. O my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator, Hamish Taurus heroic, Gazette lighting instantaneous, from opening stamens of the Lord of the Three Rivers droop on lotus. Hamish whose faith combines 100 autumns with fullness, blazing with five races splendid, as 1,000-star collection. Hamish golden blue and lotus, waterborn and hand adorned, giving if it come austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Hamish crown of Tathagata, section shrine without limb, relied upon conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Hamish filling with the Tare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with their feet the seven, is able to draw forth their beings. Hamish worshipped by the all Lord, Shaka Ani Brahma, honored by the host of spirits, courtiers, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Hamish with the jet and pay sound, destroying false magic diagram, her feet pressing left out Triton, blazing in a raging fireplace. Hamish to the very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champion. She with frowning lotus visage, she was slayer of all enemies. Hamish at the heart her fingers, adorn her with three Jumuj. Love messes all excited, all directions was adorned her. Hamish is so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of Murphy laughing with the Tare, subjugating Mara's days. Hamish she able to summon, Mara's guardians assembled, shaking, frowning with their home signs, saving from every misfortune. Hamish crown adorned with crescent, moon alone amongst was shine. Amitabha in her hair, not sending out with light eternal. Hamish she with wreath ablaze, like beyond ending fire abide. Rashef left and joy surround you, troops of enemies destroying. Hamish she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats, scowling with the letter whom the seven levels she does. Hamish happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana. She endowed with omen so hot, destroyer of the great evil. Hamish she with joy surrounded, tearing both bodies asunder, freezes human knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Hamish to the witty letter of the shapeless syllable whom by for 763 rows, Meru, Mandara, and Vindhya. Hamish holding in her hand the Hamish moon of Deva Lake form, with spice Bakantara and Pay, totally dispelling poison. Hamish whom granted their kings and the Kinnaras to honor, armored in our joyful splendor, she dispels dreams and conflicts. Hamish who's twice bright with radiance of sun and foam, with Vaisara and Titare, she dispels the fear contagion. Hamish full of liberating, fire by the set of natures, just as the spirit yakshas and race corpus supreme ture. These praises with the mantras and prostrations of Sar 21. Turn to page 190 for the prayer of the benefits. Whoever is endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites it with supreme faith, remembering at dawn upon waking in the evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. The multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of a Buddha. If affected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, drunk, or from a living being, just by remembering will one be thoroughly cleansed. If this prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, it will pacify all the sufferings and torments caused by spirits, fevers, poisons, and by other beings as well. If you wish for a child, you will get a child. If you wish for wealth, you will receive wealth. All your wishes will be fulfilled, and all obstacles pacified. Turn to page 235. Read the general dedication prayers. Kewadi nududa lama sangye drujune doa chikya malupa Deyi sala gurpasho Janchu sancharam poche make panam kyuchi Kewanyam pa me payang gone gondu pelwarsho Jampel power jita kempada Kudu zampo de yande jinte Deda kungi jesu daloche Gewadi dantan cherab tungo Dusun shepe gewa tancheki Ngawa gala chodu nakpade Dashe gewe zawadi kunkyan Sampo cherab tuno wagi. Then 244 and 245 for the long life prayers. Kandira we korwe shinkande pendande wa malu jingwene chenre sikwan tenzin gyatso yi jabe site badu tenju chi jonu iye nala wangsho tu awatare tsembara sop lozange we de ton le persho jasu gengyo lama soa te Tupsu Shanjin Jangun Gewe Tenzin Kyong Pewe Kunzu Dokpoze Choksun Kuwele Muntudu Padok Soduje Gundu Japten Sho Om taritu re so ha. 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 Om taritu re so ha.